Dearest, beloved, divine friends and families, your friend, your brother, me, Haji, Dr. Roshan Khan, in the raw, RK's Guyana Free Media, on this October 9th, 2020, with a reading coming up from the KAIETEUR News, Guerrilla Warfare Inside the PNC. JAGDEO saves VOLDA Lawrence. All right, this seems interesting. I'm going to read that, but I want to tell you, whilst they're cursing me and Mr. Harmon is after my throat, but a man who seems to be of a higher intellect, the Public Service Union, Patrick Yard, has not done anything to disagree or criticize me. Why? Because Patrick Yard is obviously not a yard bully. And we know some people in politics are accustomed to being a yard bully or a school bully. And you can see that from in the old age, how they misbehave and calling for hurt and pain and would say such unholy things to cause murders, rapes, chops, beatings, stealing of people's paddy, personal effects, feeling up of women, punching of minibus drivers, beating of lorry drivers, burning their vehicles, stealing their paddy, rushing after little girls and raping them, burning by arson people's businesses and homes. I'm pretty sure, as a man who actually studied police sciences and the psychology of crime, if you are to study this individual who encouraged these things and said to the people to exacerbate things, that you have an illegal government in power, in the heat of the beatings and the murders and the choppings, when it's now convinced that nobody sane or proper murdered those three youths, and two of them in the most vicious manner, the Henry youths, most vicious and sickening scene, that you will go there and tell the people that your reaction was right, that what you did was right, beating, chopping, murder, looting. How can a man who wished to be a president of a country, and so as you correct him, being the yard bully he is, he's trying to destroy you or to disaffect your life, and even writing major people in government to get you dissolved from institutions and organizations that you may be involved in. This is the handiwork of what is referred to as a yard bully. As they would say in Jamaica and in Guyana in the quarantine, we would say yard bully. School boys in school beating the ones who are soft and tender. You can see these are the kinds of people who would beat fellow students in school and punch them in their nose and take away their things. I can't understand why, because I disagree with him and showed him out certain things intellectually, how to behave if you want to become a president of a country, that he would try to destroy you. And when in power, as a leading member of his government, that he would try to destroy your business and put people to destroy your business and brag about it and prevent you from enjoying opportunities and appointments and so on, so you could serve humanity. Who are these people, man? I hope it is obvious that they got my message. Patrick Yard listened to my words, and possibly the advice I gave them, because obviously the government would have had to put things in place, and they must have gotten the information. Cubans, Philippines, Haitian nurses and doctors. And I tell you what, Haiti, I've seen some doctors from Haiti in the United States of America, gynecologists, obstetricians, that's delivery of babies, internal medicine. Some of the finest doctors I've seen come from Haiti, ladies and gentlemen. So Philippines also produce some of the finest medical personnel, and so does Bangladesh. But because I mentioned the word Bangladesh, somebody get jittery and they start to put their trolls to try to embarrass me. And their trolls, particularly in the media. Bangladesh, an Indian, according to him, it appears, is an obnoxious name or title to have. You can't use, but I can use Haiti, I could use Philippines, I could use any other nation, but not Bangladesh. Something is wrong with this guy topside, man. I think losing the election has run him mad. But look, like I said, and I keep on telling him, he has lost all the support from members of my community, all except the few maniacs who can't go anywhere else. And many of his people have gone across because of that kind of behavior that he engineered with his two social media activists that caused so much of pain and destruction and taxpayers' money and burning the roads and hurting of innocent people, raping two little girls. How can he sleep, man? How can this chap wake on faces? So how does he expect to win an election? How does he expect to go to the people who are beaten, murdered, mauled, raped, burnt, arson, stolen, punched, feel up? How can he go and ask them at election time to beg for the votes? Friends and families, what you put out is what you receive. This guy is on a campaign to try and destroy me. And obviously, even he might be a lawyer, because if he was a bright lawyer, ladies and gentlemen, would he not have fought the case that he was bringing up? Fraudulent cases, fake cases to win an election? He would have gone and fought the cases. But he stayed in the background, could do nothing, and called the giants, who also could have done nothing because it was a fluke. So something is wrong with this guy. And if he knows the law, he doesn't read the Constitution, I can't be fired. And you try to use clandestine, deceptive on your contacts in the media to try to force me to resign. Well, sir, put it in your pipe and smoke it hard. Inhale deep, but don't exhale, because you can't force me to resign. This is no pushover man. This guy here, you see here, even though our people are known to be peace-loving and kind, and my religion teach me honor and dignity, and we don't go about making wars. My ancestors never went to any nation and make a war. They never went and usurped any other nation, conquered and humiliated anybody. So it is in my DNA not to do that, but to be strong. Mr. Sir. But remember, I keep on telling you, you're not getting the point. What you put out is what you receive. You give hate, you will get hate. You give care and peace and joy, you will get peace and joy. Otherwise, the universe is going to continue to destroy you. Look at what your name has become in the universe. Look at your name. Look at your name in Guyana and around the world, except for the few maniacs who might be following you. So I am not afraid of you, man. You can put who you want to try to destroy my reputation, who you want to destroy, whatever, because people know who you are, and even your people have been calling me, and I know some of them tell me you have been sleeping and dreaming me, that I'm haunting you in your sleep, that you're calling my name in your sleep. Your closest buddies are telling me why I'm tormenting your dream. Well, I don't believe in Baku, so trust me, I'm not selling no Baku. Whatever you are doing to try to hurt me is coming back to you in your dream and calling you to scream my name out in the nights. That's what your friends are telling me. You're calling my name. Right? Okay, so guerrilla warfare inside the PNC, friends and families. He says Joe Harmon. I would like to add Mr., because I was trained by my Afro-Guyanese giants of education and class. True giants of education and class who educated me in the upper quarantine. Mr. Joe Harmon and Mr. David Granger have suggested that the ruling PPP and the PNC open dialogue and inclusive governance. Oh, and you don't accept the victory of the PPP or the presidency of Dr. Irfan Ali, and you want to open up a dialogue